Thank you. The first frame. Zhao Xintong to break.
Zhao Xintong gets this match underway. Winner of this title in 2021. What a talent. And of course, he'll have to be on his best form today because playing Shaun Murphy, 2008 winner. Although he's a bit away with that one. Normally that's a trademark long pot for Shaun. Always a pleasure to be in the com box here with Ken Doherty, 1997 champion of the world. On the face of it, Ken, good match in store.
Yeah, absolutely. Really looking forward to this, John, I must say. Zhao Xintong, of course, won this wonderful championship only 3 years ago. He's missed that. A few early nerves from both players. It's understandable, but what a wonderful atmosphere. All 4 players coming into the arena. I mean, it's just so nice now. It's just a 2-table setup. Packed audience in. And it's, yeah, I mean, it's hard to choose between the two. I think actually in the betting, even Xintong maybe slightly favourite. It's only because he's won 4 matches to get here. And a very impressive style as well. Made a 146 last week down the qualifying. Highest tournament break so far.
One.
Just caught a glimpse there of Shaun Murphy back in his seat, not looking very happy. Long pot, way off, and well, it was a tricky red he missed. But last thing you want to do is leave your opponent a nice easy starter, hand on the table. It gives Zhao a chance to settle in on this red. Black available into the opposite corner, so not much to do with the cue ball. Good chance.
Six.
Yeah, I just love watching this young man play. He's very, very gifted. Lovely style, strikes the ball beautifully, great authority, but just a lovely sound. Very languid style. And I mean, he reminds me of a young Jimmy White, John. I don't know whether you see any similarities, but just the way he plays, he's just got such a lovely flow about his cue action.
14.
Yeah, obviously being left-handed makes you think that way, but you're right, just the way he goes around the table. And doesn't mess about, but has a nice pace. Doesn't look rushed.
21.
Yeah, he plays quick, but never hurried.
22.
Just wondering, would he play for the loose red, or does he go into the pack knowing that he'll still be on that red? He's just, he could have played that with a lot of pace. You see that the path to the cue ball could have gone into the pack, disturbed a few more, but
29.
He's going to wait and leave it till his next colour.
30.
Yeah, so now he's going to have to go in them. There's no particular red to play for. But it's surprising me a little bit. He didn't try to dislodge a few on his last attempt. But this is his last chance. Okay, he's got one to the left middle.
37.
Last chance.
Yeah, you see the little arc of the cue ball into the pack. He's looking at the cut into this bottom right corner, but I think the red into the left centre is more favourable. Just play for the blue. Ooh, but just hit the near jaw. Always a little bit tricky into the middle pockets. They're so, you know, we always say they're the tightest pockets on the table. Once you hit that little jaw, never going in. Chance missed.
Yeah, so unexpected chance for Shaun here. Just got to manoeuvre this cue ball. Well, I was going to say settle for that, but well, this is a tricky shot. I think he'll take it on, but it's tricky.
Yeah, he doesn't hold back, does he? He'll definitely go for it, but he's got to be careful if he misses it. Well,
Shaun Murphy
played it in such a way that he hasn't left anything. He knew he was going to be covering the pocket. I don't think this red next to the pink pot's in the left corner pocket. We'll soon find out. He's having a good look at it. Well, maybe. I mean, we'll get a little look at it now in a minute. Is that available? Oh, very, very tight. I'm not sure that pot's, John.
No, I'd have to go in the left half of the pocket as we look. I suppose it's worth the risk if you can squeeze it in, particularly as you don't have to do anything with the cue ball to be on the black. But now he's looking away from it, so maybe he's convinced himself it doesn't pot.
Yeah, I think it's almost touching that pink, which means, yeah, I think the red would go into the pink. So you can't really play it as a shot to nothing. He's okay, he hasn't left it, but that's all he could do, just play a little containing shot.
Yeah, we might have a bit of a stalemate here for a while, with that black hanging over the corner pocket. The one thing Shaun's got to be wary of now is this red on the left-hand side of the table. He doesn't leave a possible pot at that one. And this is the problem now. The obvious safety is to send this red on the left-hand side of the table over to the right-hand side of the table, knowing it won't pass the black. Excellent shot. Very good.
This is a really good return, and if he manages to cover the reds with the brown, I don't think he has, but he'd be very, very happy with that.
Well, he's got to be careful. He's got to catch this right. If you catch it too thick, it will go back up the table with the cue ball. Well, he made certain he got a thinnish contact, too thin, which now gives Shaun an opportunity. But as I say, with that black being over the corner, as long as you're not reds to the right-hand side of the table. Bit careless that from Shaun to catch the brown. This red just below the pink is available to play safe off. So, possibility of Zhao Xintong can get advantage in this safety exchange. And particularly if he gets that cue ball behind the brown.
What a shot. It was a lovely line, wasn't it? But yeah, careless from Shaun Murphy in the previous shot to catch the brown, and now he's in a little bit of trouble here. Got to be so careful if he nestles into these two reds. He's trying to nestle into the two reds just below the black spot. Can't afford to go by them and leave a pot onto the left corner. He's edging on the side of caution here. A little bit short, get his line. But the problem is now, well, if he takes it on, will he take this red on into the right centre? Very dangerous. .40 lead, he's taking it on. He knows the value if it goes in. is so difficult, but he will be on the black. Is it there? More to go.
Yeah, I agree. Will Shaun think this is worth a go? The red 2 below the pink is available to the right middle. It's risky. But as you said earlier, he doesn't hold back much, doesn't Shaun? You just get the feeling if he does play this pot to the right middle and he doesn't get it, then it will cost him the frame. He can play safe off the red that's adjacent to the right middle. It's decision time. He's taking the pot on. No, and as I say, if he missed it, he was bound to leave the other red. So that shot could have cost him this first frame.
Yeah, and you don't blame him going for it. I mean, probably his philosophy is that he'd rather go for it and miss it and play a safety shot and not have a go at all. And, well, it could cost him the frame.
1.
Pink spot is covered, so it goes on the highest available, which is
7.
obviously the black. You would feel he'd like to take the black after this red.
8.
Always when the ball is in the middle of the jaws of the pocket, it's not always straightforward. He's played it nice. He played it with a lot of pace and sort of just below center of the cue ball. Just controlled
50.
it very nicely for that red into the same pocket.
$16.
So this pink to go 62 points in front with just 75 remaining. So after the pink, it's basically one more red and a colour, and he gets a snooker's required.
$22.
Got a nice angle on this. You won't want to be doing too much with this red. Just make certain you pot it. Bound to be on the pink. Well, he did miss it.
Zhao Xintong, 22.
So 62 points to the lead. 75 remaining.
Well, he's playing this into the middle, sort of like playing it almost as a shot to nothing. He'll be on the pink if it goes in, but yeah, what a shot. Very cleverly played that. Such a cute angle. I think that red nearest the right cushion, the one of the little
7.
bunch of 3 reds together, I think. The one that's closest to the right-hand side cushion does pop into this right corner pocket. And you get a nice angle on his next colour from this red. He'll be able to get on that red.
8.
Yeah, he's played that really nicely. He'll come around, have a look at that red. He doesn't have to disturb the 3 reds. If he gets a nice angle on that red, he'll bring the other 2 reds into play as well. So it's not a bad opportunity, this.
Yeah, he's having a good close look. He's got a nice angle on the pink to do whatever he likes with the cue ball. Well, in the end, he didn't fancy the pot. Now, is that red going to stop over the middle? Does the red go to the left middle past the black?
14.
I think he can cut that red to the right middle. But if the red to the left of the cue ball went to the left middle, I think he'd prefer to play that. Yeah, that's cuttable. Trouble is, as we know, Ken, with thin cuts, you know, you lose control of the cue ball.
Yeah, he doesn't have a clue where the cue ball is going. He's sort of trusting a little bit of luck. I'm with you. If that red goes into the left centre, I'd be inclined to play that one, but got to miss the green, got to miss the brown here. And that was always the problem, but it's not
15.
a bad little nudge on the green.
So a quick glance at the scoreboard. 47 points in arrears, 51 remaining. So he's got a few points to play with. He couldn't afford too many greens, obviously. But the green's the only option here. Has he got there? He looked for a moment as though he'd underhit it, but I think he can just get, yes, comfortably get past the blue. And of course, renowned as one of the best rest players in the game, so he wouldn't envisage this being a problem. Well, there you go, the commentator's curse. Sorry, Shaun.
Shaun Murphy, 18.
He'll be absolutely livid with himself missing that chance. I would have never expected him to miss that. But certainly this is not straightforward. Is he going to play the plant one red onto the other, knock the red into the right centre pocket? He did, but it hasn't worked out. He's going to leave it. Certainly not easy though. Could have been a lot easier for his opponent. In fact, I don't think he's going to take the red on. Looks like he's going to get that cue ball right behind the pink here.
Yeah, it was a strange shot by Xintong there. I mean, he was trying to play one red in off the other. It didn't look on to me. The big problem ball for Shaun, if he does get in, is the one on the right-hand side of the table. It's not available. But he'd be just glad to get another chance, if he can. Well, this is interesting. Zhao Xintong bringing this red into play. And catching the green is not going to help. He was lucky. If he caught the green a bit fuller, he'd have left an easy pot on for Shaun. So now all the balls in play. Shaun needs a good safety hit. Needs to miss the pink. And that's pretty good.
Yeah, good shot. The only disappointing thing from Shaun's point of view, he's knocked the brown into a safer position. May play a two-cushion escape here. Side cushion, top cushion. Just clip one of these reds. Oh, and it, well, I was going to say, if it goes in off, he'd be in big trouble, but no. But it'll certainly go back.
Shaun Murphy, 4.
Yeah, so now 40 points of difference, 51 remaining, so a little bit more elbow room here for Shaun. The one thing he doesn't want to do is catch this red too thick.
Foul, in the miss. Shaun Murphy, 4.
And of course, because he's full ball snookered, he can have as many goals as he likes at this. Referee Terry Camilleri from Malta. I always feel the problem with this shot.
Foul. The miss.
When
Sean
you play
Murphy,
this
foul.
type of shot, you usually try to, off the second cushion, swing it a bit wide with side. And of course, because he's close to the cushion, he can't get that side on. So it's just a plain ball hit. And it's finding him out.
Got really close with that time, didn't he? I'd expect him to hit it there, but no problem hitting the red. It was just getting that edge of the red, so he doesn't leave it. Yeah, see, if he hits it too thick, he's going to leave it, and that's exactly what's happened. But the cue ball is, well, it's gone into a favourable position for Zhao Xintong, not for Shaun Murphy. This is one of the most toughest shots on a snooker table. Not too much of the cue ball. Going against the nap as well. Oh, very good. Excellent cueing.
Oh, and that was a nice little kiss on the blue.
One.
But what a pot. That'll give him a nice little confidence boost. And because of those 4-point penalties that were given away, any colour off these reds will do.
6.
As Ken pointed out a few moments ago, that brown going safe.
I'm just wondering, John, if he screws the red in, try and dislodge the brown here. It's a nice angle. Yeah, great shot.
7.
Took the opportunity. Take the brown out with the red, and he's played it. Well, he couldn't have played it any better.
Well, Shaun's experienced enough to know that if he was to pinch this frame, Zhao Xintong will really be hurt by it, because he had a wonderful chance. Nice angle on the blue he's looking for. And that's pretty good. So now, the key shot. Position from blue to yellow.
Yeah, bounce it off the ball cushion, side cushion. Just missed the yellow on the way up. I'll get around the back of it. And that looks absolutely perfect. Great shot.
7.
Now, will he play for the green into the right centre? I think he will. Come around to have a good look at it. Delicate little shot, this with the rest. He missed one earlier. A lot more straightforward than this one.
Wow, that's amazing.
Sean Murphy, 7.
We're waxing lyrical about his rest play, and that's 2 he's missed. Tricky, I've no doubt, but he wouldn't have expected to miss it. Anyway, 14 points of difference. Zhao Xintong means yellow, green and brown.
Well, this is such a difficult shot with the rest. Very risky, very, very risky. That was not straightforward. In fact, he might have been better off turning that yellow down. So hard to get on the green as well, and playing it with that lot of left-hand side. Can he get this with the rest? Natural angle for the cue ball. Get over towards the green. No, he's missed another one. Well, I think he's got away with it. Have you ever seen Shaun Murphy miss 3 rest shots in a row, John?
No, it's a collector's item. Well, has he got away with it? No, he didn't.
2.
He could have done without that flick on the brown. So Shaun He's only himself to blame now if he loses this frame. Green and brown required for the first frame.
Oh. Bit of drama, bit of tension, this first frame. So important. I know it's best of 11, but just to settle down for both players now. They've missed opportunities. Didn't expect Xintong to miss that. But frame ball, a bit of added pressure. One good pot here. Beautiful. Needs to, needed to miss that. And he's got to use the rest again.
No, I was just thinking, well, he's not, I'm sure he's not approaching this with great relish, but. And he has an angle to come round off a couple of cushions for the blue. And not even in the jaws that time.
Shaun Murphy.
Well, 4 shots in a row with the rest. Oh, that's just amazing. Didn't attempt the pot there, trying to get that cue ball down behind the pink and black. May have left an edge of the brown through the gap.
Thanks.
Yeah, is there a gap? Quick glance at the scoreboard. That tells me he's thinking of playing a finish contact here on the brown and making certain if he was to miss it, it wouldn't get him to snooze required. No, 13 the difference. There was a gap. Ooh, he tried to get that way for thin shot.
Foul. Miss.
Puts pressure on this next one. 17 behind. 22 remaining.
Yeah, you can afford one more miss. These points are very valuable.
Hit it that time, but he's left it, and he's not got a good cue ball, i.e. he's not tight to the cushion, so you'd fancy Zhao Xintong to pot this, and this brown goes in, he'd be 21 points in front with just 18 remaining. I suppose you could call this, I mean, I know we see breaks flying in all the time, Ken, but a typical first frame, a bit edgy. Both players have had chances, and whoever loses it will reflect on that.
Wow.
4.
Another rest shot.
This would be 5.
Blue, pink, black for the steal.
Much better, and he's on the pink. He hit that beautifully.
Right. 15.
Well, it'd be a mighty relief, Shaun Murphy here. But when he was asked the question with the rest, as Ken said, he played it superbly. Black for the frame. In it goes. Well, a frame that could have gone either way. Zhao Xintong had, what, 3 gilt-edge chances, couldn't convert. Shaun Murphy takes it. It's a bonus.
Second frame. Shaun Murphy to break.
Well, not the best break-off shot, but I mean, you're always looking to get that cue ball tight to the baulk cushion. Possible pot on here for Zhao. If he pots it, it'd be on the black.
He's had a good look at this red. Just left it a pink to see there's a pot into the right centre pocket. Doesn't like it, so just a safety shot. Be interesting to see his reaction after losing that frame, Zhao Xintong. As I said, he won 4 matches in Leicester last week to qualify for the last 32. And he was behind in them all. And he got off to a slow start in each of them, and particularly in his last one, 2-0 down to Ricky Walden, former top 16 player himself. And ended up prevailing 6 frames to 2, so. Sort of tells you he doesn't panic. This is a different stage. Just missed it. Different stage, big crowd, of course. TV, John. It's a little bit different to the qualifiers, isn't it?
Yeah, all eyes on you. I'm playing a very dangerous opponent. Yeah. Shaun trying to nestle on this red that's closest to the top cushion. The reason for that, he feels if he comes round those 2 cushions and nestles into the main cluster, he could possibly leave a red on. Just a minor adjustment, but you don't want to hit this too hard. You could get a double kiss and maybe leave this red on. But the pace is lovely. And he played it well. Good shot.
Foul, a miss. Shaun Murphy 4.
Trying to get the edge of the red and missed it completely. Shaun may put him in from this position.
Yeah, I don't think you want the balls but haven't been replaced. Just play it the old rule, wasn't it? Mm. Go again, they used to call it. The old go again rule. Got to be a little bit careful here. He does not want towards the left corner. Too thin, so not put any pressure on Shaun's safety here. The only problem is, early on in this frame, the brown was removed from its spot, so if you like, that's one less baulk colour to cover the reds with. So it's not going to be easy to play a real telling safety. But an excellent length. Yeah. Couldn't play that much better.
Yeah, okay, not to the ball cushion, but he's done well there. Get the cue ball that far. A lot of traffic he had to avoid. Still slight advantage for Shaun here. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. I don't think he's left anything. Yeah, nothing available there. Oh, he's hit cushion first there. It's not, wasn't his intention, but he'd be happy with the result. He's sizing up this long red, but after losing that first frame in the manner that he did, well, there's extra pressure on this. He'll be leaving something if he misses. He's got to get this red. Long way away. Yeah, and I'm sure he's left something into the right center at least, but yeah, a lot of pressure on that, and he was, well, country mile away from that one.
Yeah, I mean, it was well off target. I think the brown is available. I'm sorry, I think the black is available. Got the one to the right centre. He may be able to play a little cannon on the red just below it, stay on the pink, the same pocket. Well, he could hold it anyway.
One.
So in the grand scheme of things, this is a decent opportunity for Shaun.
Seven. Eight.
I just wonder, will he play for the red just below the black here? Doesn't have to, but it would certainly free up things. Yeah, he's played for it. And it just makes this break so much easier. The black then open into
30.
both pockets. Didn't go into the middle of the pocket as he would have liked. He would have been nicer on this black. He's still okay, but may have to play a little cannon in the reds just above it now, and it could go wrong.
Yeah, he didn't want to, as you say, play the cannon because you never know what can happen. Oh, well, he's played it, and he couldn't have played it better. That was an excellent shot. Just the kiss
21.
off the red perfectly. Yep, very good.
22.
Yeah, not top side of the blue, so just gonna drop the blue in, take a red on from mid-range.
$27.
You just have to swing this off two cushions for the black into the same pocket.
28.
And that was struck very nicely indeed. Lovely shot.
35.
Just contemplating. Does he play a little cannon on the bottom of the pack here? Yeah, bring some more reds into play.
36.
An aggressive shot. And that's worked out a treat.
Yeah, as long as he can keep tight control of the cue ball. No more cannons required. Maybe this could be the key shot. You can get good position often on the next red off this black. Well, he kissed the red, which I'm certain was not the intention, but it's okay. He's on the red to the left middle.
40.
You know, I always tell with the
44.
players, when they get down pretty quick to play the next shot, they're happy with the lay of the balls. And he couldn't be happier than with this position he's got now, Shaun. Clear opportunity.
51. $52.
Yeah, a few shots ago he took that opportunity, potting the red, going into the pack. It's always a little bit dangerous, but it was an aggressive, confident shot. And it's probably
59.
sort of the result of how the first frame went. I think if he had lost that first frame, it might have been feeling a little bit different. We saw
60.
how it's affected his opponent. But this is so far so good. A little bit short with the cue ball that time. He was actually playing for the red into the right centre.
67.
Needs this red, 67 ahead, 75 remaining. This red will put him 68, 67 left. Frame ball. Lovely, excellent shot.
$75.
Looked at the scoreboard just to confirm that it's two snookers needed at the moment.
76.
Make that Zhao Xintong not coming back to the table. Question is, can Shaun make a century? Yeah, what a difference winning that first frame has made. I mean, you can...
83.
I always like Shaun when he's confident. He sort of stomps around the table, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And he's just getting a feeling of that
84.
now. But as Ken said, if he'd have lost the first frame, it could have been completely different. But isn't that sport ifs, buts and maybes?
Look at how different he looks as well in this break. I mean, he broke down a few times in that first frame, missed 4 shots with the rest in a row. But this has been, well,
92.
what do you expect from Murphy? That's at the top of his game, playing confidently. Lovely shot onto this red into the right-hand side.
$98.
Oh, is it there? Is it there? He's missed it. Oh, such a shame. He didn't get the century. What a wonderful break of 98 from the former UK champion. He extends his lead now. He leads 2-0.
Thank you. Frame 3. Zhao Xintong to break.
Zhao Xintong gets frame 3 underway. Nothing to show for his efforts so far. 2-0 behind. The way these matches are played out, best of 11. After 4 frames, there'll be an interval. And then, of course, played to a finish. Well, there is a straight red to the right corner, but I think he can just see enough of this to clip it in, this red. He could to the left corner. Now, will he have a nice angle on the brown? I think so. That looks perfect. Just run a little bit further than he would have liked. He'll have to go up for the blue. Don't think he can stay on the black.
6.
But got an angle on the blue to bring him down at the business end.
Yeah, maybe that red just above the black. Screw it off 2 cushions. Not too bad. I would have loved to have been a little bit closer to him. It shouldn't be a problem. Just digging down, you see, raising the butt of the cue makes it a little bit more difficult. And that's exactly what happens. It should have been closer to that red. And that's a mistake. Just raising the butt of the cue, trying to control the cue ball, just pushes the cue ball offline, and that's the result. Chance missed.
1.
How can Xintong react?
Eight.
Yeah, the red clearly goes. Could play just a small little stun for the pink into the left center. No problem. Pink, I don't think will go on its spot and may have to go with the back of the pack, but he won't mind that.
Yeah, and the reason that would be to his advantage, you'd be hoping the pink doesn't go on his pot, because now off this red to the left middle, well, you'd think he'd play for the blue and then leave a nice angle on the blue to go into the red, but he's looking at this red in the right corner. Everybody has their own ways of break
50.
building, of course, but I've got to be honest with you, I'd have played for the red to the left middle there. I always feel
6.
it's a lot easier going into the reds coming off the blue, but anyway, he's got an angle on the black to play the cannon. No, it's not great.
23.
Yeah, he didn't get a full enough contact, did he, on the left-hand side of the pack of reds as we look. That red into the... Yeah, just have a look at this. You see, just wanted it, just missed the pink there. Went a little bit too far. This red, mid-distance. Pressure on it. Pressure on it, yeah. Just not settled down since that first frame.
23.
Should have won that first frame so much earlier. He would have been, well, those type of shots would have been so much easier for him. But now, everything mid-distance or distance is becoming a little bit difficult for him. Hasn't settled.
no prizes for guessing what happens
Yellow.
next.
Shaun Murphy 1.
Yeah, not easy. Just got to miss the middle pocket and try and nestle into the bunch just on the right-hand side. Now it's got to check up the... Well, this looks pretty good, or is he going to leave the red? Oh, it's a bit short, but I don't think it's going to go back. I think Shaun is on the red.
Miss.
Yeah, well, I think he can cut this red in. I don't think he'll put it back if the red is potable. He's coming around to have a look at it, yeah.
One.
Well, it's a bit thinner on this blue than you would like. The only reason I say that, you'd love to pop the blue and play the cannon on the main bunch, but this blue is missable. Take your eyes off the pot. Well, we decided, and I can only assume that there is a red, one just sticking out from the main bunch that is
6.
available to the right corner. So it's back up for the blue, hoping for a better angle this time.
7.
Perfect angle on the blue. Does he play for the loose red, go into the pack? He's played for the loose red, so he's going to leave the split from the black.
12th. Thirteen.
Now, if we can just miss the pink, a lot of bottom on the cue ball, and just grip into that red just above the pink. Well, he hits the pink, but actually it's not worked out too badly at all. He'll settle for that. Nice kiss on that red.
20.
Yep, and certainly now a frame-winning opportunity. Well, I think that was his play. He was trying to get a half-ball contact on the pink.
21.
Be a little bit disappointed there as he got an angle on the blue to get closer to this red. The closer you are, the more the pot's unmissable. But I don't think you can get as close as you would like to the next intended red. Nice shot using the knuckle of the middle pocket just to hold the cue ball, but nevertheless, one good shot with position could clinch the frame.
27.
Yeah, cued that nicely, didn't he? Didn't try to hit it too hard. Play for the top red into the same pocket. We'll try and leave an angle. He didn't get high enough. I thought if he got a nice angle, got high enough with the cue ball, he could have dislodged the other two reds just below it and brought them into potable positions. I think that was what his intention was.
Yeah, he's just had a grimace as he looked at the scoreboard. He's going to need 3 of these remaining reds to clinch the frame at this visit.
35.
That one was simple, the one near the right-hand side cushion. Pretty easy to get on. It's those 2 reds in the middle of the table that, well, because of the pink, don't look available.
Another shot with the rest coming up. And he won't have... His last memory was a good one. When he knocked the blue in that first frame with the rest, but this is missable, and it's more or less frame ball. Very difficult, this. No problem. No problem. Good shot. And he's got a lovely angle on the black.
Yep, he's just about developed this red.
40th.
And this red will put him 42 points in front with just 35 remaining. Just remember that it's a two-table situation, and that's what you got to do. You got to hold your concentration 55. While the noise is coming from the other side of the arena. He's got to miss the brown. And did. Lovely shot from Shaun, and looking a lot more confident now, Ken.
Yeah, with every shot, I was just going to say, he's going through the gears now.
64.
It does help, though, when you get a little bit of help from your opponent.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we always speak about, you know, settling down that first frame,
67.
so important. And it's made a big, big difference. That man hasn't settled since the first frame. Should have won it. And now he's got a big frame before the mid-session interval.
71.
Pockets looking like buckets now, showing the way he's playing.
Well, this will take some potting. Well, it doesn't matter, it didn't go in, but Shaun Murphy will be very, very pleased. After struggling to win the first frame, he's taken the last two in style, and he leads 3-0.
Thank you. Frame 4. Shaun Murphy to break.
What a pot. What an opener.
Eight. Nine.
Just got the nice angle on the blue. Just shows you, Ken, doesn't it, that the balls that he missed, particularly in the first frame, and then to slot that red in. But as you said earlier, I mean, in some of these qualifiers, he's never had a good start. So he's obviously not affected by it. He just wants to get his cue arm going, if you like. Let's see what he can make of this contribution, which he's made for himself with that tremendous
50.
opening red.
Yeah, it's also a little statement, isn't it, to his opponent, that even though he's dominated the last couple of frames, just when you think you have him, And then he knocks a long red in like that. He hasn't hit that hard enough. There's one red right on the pink spot, which is available. But he could have hit that a little bit better.
Yeah, there's plenty of room for the red to pop. As you say, he'd like to have been straighter on it. Time to go up for a ball colour. Just means that cue ball's travelling a little bit further, so hard to keep pinpoint position. Just on the face of what we've seen so far, the table looks to be running a little bit sluggish, but when you look at what's happening outside the Barbican, it's been pouring with rain this morning. It's cold, it's damp. So maybe these tables just need a day just to settle in. No, you don't want to be straight on this red. It's going to be hard enough as it is.
It's got a slight angle, but going to have to be so accurate with this particular shot. Playing it with pace. Yeah, always missable. Always missable.
Zhao Xintong,
When
23.
you're 3-0 down, become a lot more tighter, these pockets. There's a few little decisions I think that he's just made a mistake with, John. I mean, he had a blue earlier. He tracked the red on the pink spot. He had a nice angle on the blue that he could have gone in and maybe developed some reds. There was a couple of frames earlier where, you know, you mentioned that he could have played for the red into the middle instead of playing for the black. And so it's just a few decisions. Oh.
Well, that was a fine shot. I thought it was going to stop, but gravity took over. But he's not on anything really. I can't see where the red comes from, no matter what colour he puts. If he played the pot on the blue to the middle, you feel he'd cannon the yellow.
Brown.
He's playing the brown. Surely it's only a safety.
Shaun Murphy.
This won't reach. It's a long way short.
Foul. Wrist. Shaun Murphy. Yeah.
Yeah, Shaun thinking, well, if I played safe, I couldn't get the cue ball in a better position than it was. That's why he's having it replaced. But the same shot, just a bit more pace. Don't expect him to leave anything.
Yeah, and always the first time you see players escaping from snookers, the first shot, you always err on the side of caution. Hit it a little bit slower rather than heavier. So he's got the pace of the table now. Shouldn't be a problem second time.
Imperative now that Zhao gets a good cue ball. Needs to find that port cushion, and that's well short. So there's a couple of pots on here for Shaun. Yeah, the one to the left corner is easier actually than the one to the right corner. The reason I say that, the one to the right corner, is you have to play this with left-hand side to keep good control of cue ball, but he played it well on the brown, but maybe tempted by the blue. So much easier playing the blue to get position. And as far as the rest concerned, Ken, back to normal.
Back to normal indeed. And that will please him.
6.
Yeah, just having a look. If the black, if the pink, when it goes back on its spot, will it be available? Black obviously tied up slightly.
7.
Will the pink go back on its spot, or will it go on the black spot? That red he's obviously played for, which is the one on the pink spot, so that will... Oh, you can play it for 2 reds. Well, does it? It might go just about.
30.
He won't like that. But he has an alternative red into this left corner. So it just makes this break. He's going to win the frame from this position, of course. It just makes it that little bit more difficult.
40.
Wonder will he take the blue John here and go into the reds. Now he's going to play for the brown. Thought he might try and bring the pink into play there. He had the opportunity.
Yeah, I think the fact he had 2 reds available to the right corner just made his mind up for him. Points.
80.
All square.
$19.
Well, decided to play for the black. But these pots, particularly when the object ball is just off the cushion, got to give them every due care and attention. Yeah, that dead weight certainly helped, and now with the black on its spot, just a couple of
26.
pots away now. You'd think from securing this 4th frame. And that would be a nice interval lead.
27.
Overrun for the blue, but if it's straight, he can roll it in. I mean, straight to one of the corner pockets.
Yeah, he's got a red into the bottom right corner pocket. If he overruns it, he's always got the red below the black. Ooh, has he missed it? It's gone to the left jaw.
Shaun Murphy, 27.
Always look to the left jaw
Yeah.
to me. Don't think it rolled off or anything.
Wow. What a chance missed. Now, Zhao Xintong really has to capitalise from here.
1.
As you say, interval coming up. What a blow this will be. Okay, he'd still have a 3-1 lead, but he'll have to stew over that miss for 15 minutes if Zhao Xintong can capitalise here and get a frame on the board.
6.
Yeah, big moment in the match, this.
7.
And that now puts Zhao Xintong 5 points in the lead. These 3 reds, 3 blacks
40.
will get him to snooker's required. What a let-off.
Yeah.
15.
And we've seen it over the years, John, haven't we? You know, one player in total control, one missed pot, and it could change the whole complexity of the match. But he must capitalise here, Xintong.
22.
Perfect on the black. After this black, red, pink would get him to snooker's required. And this will really hurt Shaun Murphy. What a chance, straight blue. So decided to go up for the blue, but he's okay. This will put him 27 points in front with 27 remaining. Had the nice angle on the blue.
$36.
A little bit short of pace, but shouldn't be a problem. 27 in the lead. Well, he will be a very relieved young man to get his first frame on the board. Needs this yellow. No problem. Yeah. Well, it'll make it interesting for the second half of this match, John. You know, look, as we said, things can change and hinge on missed pots, even one pot like that.
41.
Yeah, I mean, all I was thinking when they went to the interval, if he was 4-0 down, he'd just be reflecting on the opportunities he missed in the first frame. Now it could be Shaun thinking about
15.
it should have been 4-0 and 4-0 and 3-1. Big difference.
Yeah, he'll play a little exhibition shot on the pink. No problem, but he'll be so relieved to get his first frame on the board. Murphy started off so well, but that missed blue, well, he's just having a look at the roll of the table, but he'll go into the interval lead, 3-1 up. Match on.
My snooker hero growing up as a kid was the one and only Steve Davis. I started playing with a Steve Davis snooker table from Toys R Us. That's what got me into the game. And yeah, my hero, the guy, I had his poster on my wall. You know, it's cliche, but winning the World Championships all those years ago, back in 2005, has to be my most memorable moment. I think to switch off and relax, I like to play music. I'm quite a keen, very amateur pianist. Probably golf, you know, if the sun's shining and the weather's nice, which it isn't often in the UK. You'll find me out on the fairways, probably in the trees. My favourite band, artist, all of that changes all the time, but I always end up coming back to a fight between Queen and Elton John. Friends take some beating. You know, originally I'm one of the OGs. Would know every episode inside and out, so it's Friends all day long. We've all grown up together, got lots of good friends on the tour. Mark Selby would be one, Matt Seltz another. Must be Ronnie O'Sullivan, you know, the best player we've ever seen. Funniest player on the tour must be me, right? Must be me. Yeah, oh goodness, this brings back some memories. This was at a theatre in Northampton, and I grew up in Northampton. And there was a local snooker shop in a village called Findon. And that snooker shop sponsored that exhibition night between Alex and Jimmy. And I think they brought me and Jimmy out and played a frame. And Jimmy was very gracious. He let me sort of take part and get down to the last few colours. And I do remember it, but it was a great experience. And when I look at that picture, all those memories come flooding back. Yeah, I'm very new in my broadcasting career. I'm very new to the team. I love it. I really enjoy it. We actually made our debut at the Crucible in the same year. Hazel first started at the Crucible, I think, in 2002, as did I. And so we've kind of, it's probably a bit cheesy to say we've been on the journey together. This was some night. This was after the World Championship final where Luca had beaten Mark Selby. You know, there's always a big party back at the hotel. So we've spilled out into reception. There's a piano in there. You know, I'm a very, very keen, over-enthusiastic, self-taught amateur pianist. Like, I am rubbish, but if you stick a few glasses of wine in me, I think I'm okay.
Frame 5. Zhao Xintong to break.
Mid-session interval over. This match now to be played to a finish. First to 6. Shaun looking at this red here to the right corner. Didn't have to do much with the cue ball. Well, in the end, decided to stun it round the back of the black. And he's okay. Just about on the blue. All right, wrong side, but he'd be settling for that. And that was an excellent long pot.
Always a nice boost, isn't it, when a ball goes and hits the back of the leather, the pocket, particularly after the interval. First shot. Now, can he eradicate the bad memories of the previous frame?
6.
That was nicely cued. Held for the pink into the left corner, left middle. And red to follow into the left corner, you would feel. Gone at the back of the pack, and Shaun was having a look at the black into the left corner, and of course the couple of reds above it, obviously contemplating a few shots ahead. So imperative he gets top side of the blue with this cue ball after putting this red.
14.
Just about got there. He's just got a slight angle. He's right, more of an angle than this. Just seems to me, though, at the moment, just not got the pace of the table. Oh, is this a plant? Must be.
90.
Yeah. What I would say is that two balls, a little bit of separation between the two of them. He's got to be. He's not directly behind them, so yeah. So he's got to be careful here. Oh, well, that was the cue ball.
20.
Well, this is a pressure ball here. Long blue into the yellow pocket. There's no way he's going to refuse it. If he gets it, he could win the frame, but if he misses it, well, he could lose it.
Blue.
Yeah, but always been a attacking player as Shaun. Good cueing needed. And got. Good shot.
That was brilliant, wasn't it? Really was.
25.
Real confident strike on the cue ball. No holding back there.
$26.
Immediately taking the opportunity to get this red away from the black. That makes the black available into both corners.
$32.
We've eulogised many times Shaun Murphy and his style of play, and particularly his cue action. Wonderful Rolls Royce.
39.
Gets through the ball so nice. And a
40.
nice free-flowing style as well, doesn't he, John, to go with it?
Yeah, lovely cueist. I always remember when he first came on the scene, he was sort of the Steve Davis more, wasn't
47.
it? Good cue action, good solid stance.
48.
No, nice angle on the blue, but no need to go into them. There's at least one, possibly two reds available to the right corner without taking the risk of a cannon.
$53.
53 break, and that is the lead.
$54.
Just looking to see if that red, just to the right of the pink, is available into the same pocket as this black. Well, maybe it isn't. So that's why he's played for a red into the middle. Just looking now for
61.
one more red, and if it's the black, he'll get to snookers required. Oh, well, frame ball missed.
Shaun Murphy, 61.
Could this be a mirror image of the last frame? He looked to be within one or two pots of winning it. Unexpected.
One.
he just couldn't see that coming. That misread into the left centre. Similar shot here with Zhao Xintong. Back for the black. Yeah, no problem. Potting this next red, of course, it will release the red just above it into a potable position.
And of course, when you do get these chances with the last 5 or 6 reds on the table, there's no cannons to be played normally. Just got to keep good close control of the cue ball. Oh, and don't miss any easy shots.
Zhao Xintong, 70.
Now he may have got away with that. I think the black is blocking the path to the corner. Bad miss. Does this red squeeze in? It's tight.
Well, let's have a look at it. I'll tell you what, it is very tight. Well, very hard. Fit past the pink, past the black. Sometimes it's always a good idea to come from the pocket side and have a look. He hasn't done that, Shaun. He's having another good look. Some players don't like to look from the pocket side. Really. It's pretty close, you know. It's not foregone conclusion, that.
Yeah, I don't think it's the pink that's the problem. I think it's the black. He only needs 1 red. If he pots a red, he gets 45 points in front. With just 43 remaining. If there was any chance of it potting, you think he'd take it on, but he's not.
So sure about that shot. Could be in trouble here. Red up the table, cue ball behind the pink. Yeah. Good shot.
You called it, and Shaun should have spotted it. Fell for the old sucker punch there.
Got himself in all sorts of trouble here. Now what does he do? Yeah, he's got to leave the red beside the pink. He doesn't want to bring that into play because even if he hits it, it's not in a potable position where the red just above the pink. So leave that one, try and hit one of the other reds. Ooh.
Oh, miss.
That was so close. We'll go back. So much easier off one cushion to try and hit that red next to the pink, but he doesn't want to do it. I don't blame him. Ooh.
Oh, Zhao Xintong.
Yeah, I mean, he's been so close to playing the perfect escape. But these 4 points that he's giving away are mounting up. Yeah, that was good. You know, as we always say, we're getting out of snookers. It's not hitting it so much as not leaving a pot on. He's not left anything easy.
I'm just wondering, John, can he get the cue ball right behind the yellow here? Knock the red down towards the black. And he has, yeah. Another good trap laid. What red do you try and lay on or try and hit? Is it the one just to the right of the black? Try and knock that towards the top cushion. Or does he hit it a little bit hard and hope to get it safe? He's going to play off 3 cushions. But he could have left this, and he has done.
Foul.
Now, what a chance.
Zhao Xintong 4.
Now it begs the question, what sort of an angle has he got on this red? Can he play a little cannon on the pink? Well, he got the red, that whatever it was, just to bring that red into play. Well, what a chance now. On the hit, but once again, begs the question.
8.
Is the table playing a little bit sluggish? But this is the 5th frame. If it is, just hit the ball a little bit harder, surely.
Nine.
Yeah, good recovery. Now we can go past the blue, or he can land short of the blue for this red into the left center. He's gone past the blue. And that looks okay. The angle, well, it's not too bad. He can hold the cue ball. Doesn't have to go in and out of balk with the cue ball, so you can just hold this for a ball color. Well, he won
30.
the 4th frame that he should have lost. Murphy had a red into the left center earlier on in this frame on 61. Missed it. Instead of being 4-1, well, it could be only 1 frame in it. Big moment once again in this match.
16. $18.
Needs the 5 remaining colors.
21.
I always think the key shot in this type of clearance is brown to blue. If he gets perfect on the blue, it should be a formality.
25.
And that's perfect on the blue.
He looks so calm, doesn't he? He's just got a wonderful, beautiful, languid style.
30.
He looks cool, very, very composed. What a steal this will be.
$36.
Yeah, Shaun lost the first frame, his first frame, the one before the mid-session interval. In similar circumstances, had the frame at his mercy, couldn't take advantage of it. And Zhao Xintong now is within 1. Shaun Murphy leads 3 frames to 2.
Frame 6. Shaun Murphy to
Well, he's had a look at 2 reds in a line. Possible plant into the right corner. There you see it. But once again, bit of space between the balls. There's the space, so certainly not straightforward. And of course, that red that's towards that left-hand cushion slightly in the way. So refusing the plant and just playing a containing safety shot. Yeah, he played that nicely. He's having a look down the line. He's just asking the referee, is he okay with the position of the cue ball, just in case he misses the reds on the way down. Well, can he get an edge there? Just about. But he's going to hit the yellow, and there's a possibility of a pot now for Shaun Murphy here. And once again, had he won the previous frame, you'd expect him to pot one of these, but well, this would tell a little story about how he's feeling. This red into the left corner.
Good straight cueing required. Just edged on the side of trying to make it a shot for nothing by screwing back. It just made the pot that little bit more difficult. Left a red to this right corner. There you see, you can just get past the blue. Problem is with this shot, if you don't pot it, you leave something for certain, particularly if he plays for the black. Hit that very hard, and when you hit at that pace, you've got to be so accurate. He nearly fluked it, but he's left Shaun a nice easy starter.
Yeah, it's just the one thing that I probably noticed from Zhao Xintong, from them long shots, it's just sometimes he just hits them. It's a little bit too hard instead of just trusting his cue action.
One.
Shaun was trying to play on the black here. I don't think he's on it. Still on the pink into the left center, but he really wanted to be on the black there.
Yeah, not for the first time in amongst the balls under hitting a positional shot. If you're straight on the pink, it's an advantage, just screw back. And just about, is he? On this red to the left of the black. You can just about get to it. Of course, the black doesn't go into the opposite corner. Pink having to go on the highest spot available, which turns out to be the yellow spot. So that's the yellow and pink is all about commission, so forget about those.
8.
See, normally you'd think, well, this is a good angle, this to go into the reds, but with the black only available into one corner, the pink up the other end of the table, Well, we'll see how he plays it. Yeah, I don't blame him for not playing the cannon, because he could play the cannon and just tie the black up completely.
13.
Yeah, he's played that nicely, actually. A nice pace, because when he pots this, that will release the black into both pockets. Yeah.
14.
Needs to go with the cue ball. Has he hit it hard enough? An anxious look. Black may cover this red.
21.
Didn't get enough off that top cushion. Is he on it? Maybe not. He's on a red into the right centre pocket, but he missed one very similar to this into the opposite centre pocket in the last frame.
Yeah, but played that nicely. Couldn't get any better on the black because of that red to the right of the black. So it's a tricky little shot, this. Needs to play this with a tracer right-hand side. And considering he had to do that, he could not have played that better. Excellent shot.
Yeah, that was beautifully played. I think that's brought a couple more reds in. There you see those two reds. When he pots this, there'll be two reds available into this pocket as well.
30.
Good response this so far. But he was looking this good in the previous frame and then missed one from nowhere. He's got to keep that concentration.
38.
This time doesn't have the angle for the loose red, so into the pack of reds, trying to dislodge a couple. Always can go wrong. Well, that's not
45.
great. He's got a red into the right centre, but that could have been so much better.
Yeah, it's a risky one, isn't it? The one to the right centre. I think if he could get to the bottom of the cue ball, he could stun down to nearer the top cushion and leave nothing. But as you can see, he's hampered by the red, so you think just a safety. Got a 45-point lead.
Shaun Murphy,
No
40.
need to push the boat out. Well, he thought that was worth the risk, thinking the only red he could leave was the one he was playing. That's why he played that tentative pot. But is that the case? I think this red will go to the far left corner. The 1-2 out from the right definitely passes the blue. And if this goes in, could win the frame. And in it's gone. And nicely on the brown. Came to the table with a 45-point advantage. Another 20, 30 points at this visit, and that will be the frame in the bag.
5.
Yeah, and this will help, well, steady the ship slightly. If you can convert this chance.
6. $13.
Quick glance at the score. Still needs a few more reds and colours.
14.
Not as close to the black as he would have liked. Once again, John, you know, the previous shot, it could have been nicer on the colour. Just left himself a little bit to do there, and once again, just missed him. Well, frame ball.
Yeah. I mean, the last 2 frames, he's looked all over the winner. Until, I wouldn't say careless, because obviously he's giving everything 100% concentration, but a couple of bad misses and... Well, don't get me wrong, this is not an easy opportunity for Zhao, mainly because
8.
there's only the black at this end of the table available. And he's got that red adjacent to the right-hand cushion.
9.
But you'd rather be on the table than sitting in your chair.
I think he's just so happy to be back at the table. For sure, sitting in his chair, you would have thought this frame is done and dusted, but he has a chance. And I know that red is close to that right-hand side cushion, but if we can get a nice angle on one of these reds after the black,
70.
may play on the red just to the right of the pink spot here. And if he gets a nice angle, he could pot the red, bring the other red out into play. He's playing for the one into the left corner. I'm sure that will be on his mind.
24. 25.
Well, what would you do, John? Try and take the red out with the black, or play for the red just to the right of the pink spot and leave an angle?
Yeah, I don't think he's got too good an angle on the black to play that, though. That's the problem. He should have made certain he left himself a bit lower. Can he force the angle? He could. He's brought it into play, but playing at that pace, you were always going to leave the cue ball
32.
close to the side cushion. So pressure on this. Miss it, you'll lose the frame, for sure. Good pot, right in the heart of the pocket.
Well, you can't cue the ball much better than that. Just off straight, had to play it with pace as well. And I'm sure the yellow pots into the green pocket.
40.
So he's just got to land just off straight on the blue. He can drop behind the yellow.
Looks
pretty good. It's all about pace, this shot. It's a delicate little shot. Could have done with the cue ball travelling a little bit more. The fact that he's left-handed.
46.
Can he reach it without the rest? Yeah, it's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, 13 points the difference. So he's going to need the 6 remaining colours. If he gets up to the pink and pots the pink, that will put him 7 points in front with the black remaining.
48.
Well, it struggled in, but in it went. Can't see many problems apart from when he has to get from pink to black.
51. $55.
Yeah, if he puts blue and pink, he'll be 7 points ahead with still 7 remaining. Doesn't want to be straight on the pink here, anywhere but straight.
60.
Slight angle, so deep screw. 2 cushions maybe. Watch the cue ball here. Oh, it's going to come up a little bit
66.
short. Still a bit of life left in this frame.
Oh, 7 points the lead. But 7 points remaining. Playing it into the middle, playing it into the middle. And then it goes. Well, he was given the opportunity, but every credit. It was a good clearance, and Shaun Murphy now, from 3-1 in front, we're all square. 3 apiece.
Break 7. Zhao Xintong to break.
Last few frames, I don't think either player has broken off as they would have liked. They've left this long pot on. Playing with topspin, so trying to run back up the table. But not far enough up the table not to leave a red for his opponent.
Yeah, just tried to develop the black there, but it's not potable.
Little shake of the head. Can't pot the black, it appears, and well, it begs the question, how do you play safe if you hit in the black? He's looking up at the yellow, see if he can swerve round the red. Just any contact will be reasonably safe.
Yellow.
So striking down, lots of right-hand side. Yeah, that's okay, as I say, he was happy with anything that left the cue ball in the baulk end. That was a poor shot. First glance, though, I think he's been a little bit fortunate. Yep, doesn't seem to be anything available there. Possible red to the right middle, but no advantage in that as the black's not available. Yeah, decent shot from Shaun, and helped by that half-ball kiss on the yellow has left the cue ball tight to the ball cushion. And it has forced a mistake, i.e. he's got that too thick, not found the ball cushion, more on the vault line. So a chance for Shaun here.
Yeah, natural part of the cue ball is just to miss the black here, and the red's back up for blue. Oh, but wow, long way away. These little shots, the safety shot, shots ago, that red, misread, they're all unnerving. Doesn't build a lot of confidence when you're missing them by that much. And that's only down to the pressure that's being exerted by his opponent. I mean, John must be thinking, John, that he should be 5-1 up here in this match. Maybe even already doing his press conference, because he's had chance in every frame. He's just should have been out of the woods.
Yeah, and that has a psychological effect on him. He's played this well, though, particularly if he misses the green. Yeah, it's seen he was hampered by the yellow. He played that well.
Yeah, very good. So difficult bridging over a ball.
Red over the corner. He needs cover. And he's not got cover.
One.
Landed perfectly on the blue. I think a big question now at this visit is, where's the pink going to go when it's respotted? May go on the black spot and be in the open. That's why Shaun's taken a little bit of time just to pick out the sequence of shots.
He's just trying to work out a little pattern of play. He did have a look at those two reds. Whether you plant, well, they could be made, but I don't think he'll play for that. Plenty of loose reds available here. He'd love to, if possible, play for the pink. Screw off the side cushion. Deep screw, maybe play for the pink into that bottom left corner pocket. Yeah, well, he looks to be on it nicely.
7.
And as you said, John, the pink looks like it's going to go on the black spot, and that will favour Shaun Murphy here, because I think it's going to be available into both pockets.
$13. $14.
Oh, there's another very careless shot. not top side of the blue. And that could scupper his chance. I wonder will he go back and have a look at this plant again. But that was very careless indeed, not to at least get top side of the blue. So it's a red from middle distance. And with the rest, which makes it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, he played that really well. That's why we were so surprised early on in the match when he missed 4 shots with the rest. I mean, normally doesn't do that in a season. Anyway, he's put those misses behind him now. But he'll still have in his back of his mind, this is a similar situation to the last 2 frames.
26.
And he's not been able to seal the deal. So we're giving this extra concentration now.
27.
Great chance.
$33. $34.
He's got the balls perfect here. It's just a matter of keeping a good close rein on that cue ball.
$40. $41.
Won't need those reds that are tied up beneath the pink and close to the black. Just concentrating these 4 reds
48.
around the pink spot.
Yeah, a bit low on the pink though. May have to play a cannon here. And if he does, the pink may go back on its spot. So he's got to be a bit careful. But it looks okay.
54. $55.
This pink and 1 more red to get to snooker's required.
$61. $62.
So this time no mistakes. Took the chance. And he's going to be back in front again.
Yeah, he's taken these really well, considering how
68.
he must have been feeling starting this break. This is a wonderful contribution, making sure this red stop his opponent
69.
coming back to the table. Can he pot this red, keep the break going?
75.
Ooh. almost. But he'd be delighted with a wonderful 75 from the former UK champion. He stops the rot. Gets in the lead once more. 4-3.
Frame 8. Shaun Murphy.
Decent length of cue ball. Still left a pot on. Yeah, but it was a tough one. Cue ball being close to that ball cushion. Don't think any damage has been done. Don't think Shaun can get past the pink for the red to the right corner. Very good. And covering the right-hand side of the table as we look, it's giving Shaun Murphy a bit of a problem. This is no straightforward safety.
Foul and miss. Zhao Xintong 4.
He might make a play from where the cue ball is finished. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how you get your different things. I personally wouldn't have done. I think it's a bit easier now for Shaun to play safe down the left-hand side of the table. The other one, he was having it with the red so thin to avoid a kiss on the black of the red on the left-hand side of the table. I think it'd have been very difficult.
Still.
This is the same red he tried to hit before, but he doesn't have to catch it as thin this time. Well, he even caught it coming backwards.
Well, he's had a result there. Okay, possible pot, but where does the colour come from? He went for this red, missed it by a long way, and well, the cue ball could have gone anywhere. Particularly with the proximity of the red open near the green pocket, could have a little stalemate here. Might be set them up and start again. Both players may look at each other because they don't see any future in this. he going to take the red on? Maybe he is. Easy, bridging over the reds. Yeah, good shot. Now blue. What a tough shot this is. Oh, what a shot. What a shot. It wiped its feet for sure, but wonderful pot.
Wiped its feet. Knocked 3 times. He deserves everything he gets now, because that red in the middle was tricky with no easy shot to follow. But he's got his hand on the table, and it's a scoring opportunity. Oh, that's, well, if he's covered by the yellow, that's so careless. Yeah. Had so much margin for error there.
But when you can pot like that, Shaun, you can get yourself out of trouble. He certainly dug himself out of one there. What a pot again.
Still a slightly tricky table.
80.
Pink's more or less out of commission. The black's up the other end of the table, so got to manoeuvre this cue ball, avoid a kiss on a second red. Or can he play for the pink? Just looking at that, possibility he could.
90.
Anyway, his side needs to slow up. Well, I suppose you'd settle for the yellow, particularly if you're left-handed. Wants to get rid of this red near the far right corner and possibly play for the black. And that way you can get the black down to this, back to its normal position on its spot.
21.
Yeah, play for the black, and he's got a nice angle. Get down for those reds just to the left of the pink. Ooh. Was he hit it too hard? Needs to slow up once again. Let's have a look at the body language.
29.
Maybe just about on it. Just about.
It's certainly remarkable how many times they're short of the blue. And it makes such a difference. You get the right side of the blue, you can get close to your next intended pot. You'll have to leave a mid-range pot, and if he's not straight on it, bit of work to do with the cue ball. And whenever that is the case, pots are missable.
36.
Beautifully played.
Yeah, how sweet did he connect with the cue ball there. This match really hotting up now.
43.
I always expected it was going to be cracker.
44.
Two former champions of this wonderful tournament. And serving up a treat, going toe to toe.
$51. $52. 15. $60.
So we're at Snooker's required.
67.
Started off a best of 11. It's now a best of 3.
68.
And just signs, okay, he might be unlucky there, he's not on, but I don't think there's any way that Shaun Murphy will come back to the table.
75.
79 points behind, just 59 remaining. And he's starting to cue as well as he's done in the matches, Zhao Xintong here. Not quite, but as I say,
Zhao
doubtful.
Xintong, 75.
Shaun's coming back to the table. What does he need? 5 4-point snookers. Good luck with that.
One. Eight.
Yeah, it's funny you should say that, John, because there's been a little bit of a debate going on over the last little while about how many snookers should you play on for. 3, 4, 5.
$16.
Of course, when you play snooker, there's always the chance of a free ball. I mean, it's got a decent chance here. Pot the black, finish low on the red, knock the red up into the bulk area and get tight behind the pink with the cue ball. I've got to try and get a possible free ball. I've got to try and get this red maybe close to the green. Makes it that bit more difficult. Could have played it a little bit better, but still, long way behind.
Yeah, he's cut off the escape off the right-hand side cushion, it appears. Yeah, it's always a difficult one, how many snookers, and then should you not play on, it depends on the situation of the balls. But I've just got a feeling that Shaun carried on here just basically because I think he's got the ump with himself, so to speak, you know, some of the balls he's missed. And I think he just wanted to have a bit of table time. I can't see any way he thinks he's going to win this. And it's 5 4-point snookers to tie. This cue ball needs to slow up. And did. Where's the cue ball going? Oh, wow. That's a gift of 4 points. I still don't think you'll be too concerned. It's Shaun who needs the snookers.
How do you like those apples? Not easy to hit this because the green from the right-hand side of the table as we look is in the way. The yellow is in the way from the left-hand side. May have to come off 2 or 3 cushions here. Hit the red. Pretty good. Well, he's going to leave it.
So in drops the red, so that will eventually be the end of this 8th frame. And it's certainly all to play for now. Shaun Murphy this time does concede. He led 3-0. But we're now at the business end of the match. 4-0.
Frame 9. Zhao Xintong.
Once again, hasn't got that cue ball hidden behind the green. Left a free shot here for Shaun in this bottom right corner pocket. Cue ball very short of pace, and he's left it.
One.
Just signs the last couple of frames that Zhao Xintong is it's in the ball as well as it's done during the match, so Shaun Murphy will be in his seat there, maybe fearing the worst. He carried on in the last frame, Shaun, when he needed 5 snookers, which surprised me somewhat. Maybe he thought he could just slow the young man down a bit.
9.
Well, that's careless. The one thing he couldn't afford to do there was to leave himself hampered on this black. Hampered as he is now, he can only roll the black in. He can't impart any backspin. Can he roll it in and still have a pot on? Looks doubtful.
Yeah, played it as well as he could, but the black is respotted. I don't think he cut this red into the left corner. He's got a red up into the green pocket. Yellow pocket, I should say. Yeah, lovely shot. He cued that one nicely, didn't he? Oh, this red has gone close to the middle pocket. Oh, that's unlucky. Very, very unlucky.
Shaun Murphy 7.
Yeah, it was hard to visualise that happen. I mean, well, it wasn't a plant or anything like that. It's just hit the red absolutely perfect to knock it in. As you say, Ken. Unlucky.
One.
first glance.
8.
Begs the question, what's he on? Is there a plant? Well, it's got to be made. He's going for it. There's a risk involved here. But he's got it. And he's nicely on the black.
$16. $70.
Quite a lot of noise from the other table, so that's why Shaun's taking his time on this one. He knows this is a great opportunity, but he's just overscrewed that slightly. He shouldn't have been hampered.
20.
Still fancy him to pot
Second
it.
down, please.
Shouldn't have been striking down as he is. But no problem, played it nicely. May decide to play another cannon here. He's got the perfect angle on the black. There's no easy red to drop on. So value, play that cannon on those 5 reds below the pink. Ooh, and he's stuck on him. He's stuck on him.
31.
But you always find with that type of shot, if the first red you hit it full in the face. It's like the cue balls hitting a brick wall.
Yeah. Took all the pace, didn't it? The cue ball hit the wrong red there.
Yeah.
Nothing can do, just try and leave this cue ball pretty close to this top cushion.
Shaun Murphy, 31.
Yeah, shaking the head, he'd be disappointed. Didn't win the frame from that position. Similar trade to a few frames in this match, really. He's having a look at these reds. Are they aligned into that left center pocket?
Yeah, what is it, a 3-ball plant? Oh, not quite. Now Shaun Murphy comes to the table. He's got a 21-point lead. He's just looking for one more chance. You would have thought another visit of 30 or 40 points will certainly clinch the frame. Nothing easy though.
Those reds, you can see it does pot into the right center. Can he play it as a shot to nothing and leave the cue ball up into the bulk area? He's looking at another shot now. It is potable, this red. He could play it, play up for the bulk color. No. safe.
Yeah, that is a case of the scoreboard dictating your choice of shot, isn't it? If it had been 21 points behind, he'd have gone for that red to the middle.
Yeah, without doubt.
But sometimes your shot selection is all about percentages. And he's got a good cue ball, in all fairness. Tight to this top cushion.
Yeah, that was key, wasn't it? Getting a, this makes this shot a bit more difficult. He hasn't hidden that red. It's on the left hand, just on the balk line left of the yellow. So Shaun could play a telling safety shot. Once again, it's so important. He gets the cue ball tight to this ball cushion. Anyway, there, I'd like to use the green as this sort of blocking ball. That's pretty good. I'd be happy with that. No point in getting the cue ball into the middle of the ball cushion because it would have been easy to play safe off this red down the right hand side of the table, whereas now I've got him in a bit of trouble here.
Yeah, I can't see a path back to balk, so he's trying to play a containing safety here. Not enough pace in the cue ball. So that decision from Shaun a few shots ago to bide your time and wait for a better chance, it's here now.
Excellent pot into the right centre. Nicely left the cue ball for one of these ball colours, yellow this time.
Three. Four.
Points in the lead. Quick glance at the scoreboard. He's going to need at least 3 of these reds. Not much to do with the cue ball.
$16. $17. $24. 25.
Yeah, so with that disappointing. He was in, and you've got to say, was unlucky. He potted the black, and he could know or never envisage that red going into the middle pocket, just as he looked as though he's building up a head of steam. So he's being asked a question now. He needs snookers, of course, in this frame, but he's got to win the last 2 frames if he's to stay in this year's UK Championship. He's coming reluctantly back to the table, 51 points behind, only 43 remaining. It should be 5-4, Shaun Murphy. Where's the black going? Well, that just makes it that bit more difficult now, because even if he pots this red, I mean, he needs blacks. Otherwise, it'll go to 3 snookers in a blink of an eye. So he's potted the red, and he'll pot the pink, but now it's 3 snookers required.
Seven. Zhao Xintong, 7.
So, you see the score 44. 1 snooker and a free ball would do it, but he could be in trouble here. Cue ball behind the brown, possibly. This red has gone very close to this corner pocket. It's gone in. So that will put pay to this frame.
Terry, he potted to yellow for red. Easy done, easy done.
Down here, Terry, down the end, down the end.
Pay attention now.
Shaun pointing to the yellow spot, and the yellow goes on that spot.
5.
This time stays in.
Eight.
Well, it just shows you, John, even the referees can sometimes lose the concentration out there.
Well, I've always said about referees, I mean, it's difficult. You know, the player, when he's finished at the table, sits down in his chair, gathers his thoughts. Referee Terry Camilleri, he's got to be there every shot. Can't afford to lose his concentration. Anyway, the frame was over, and Shaun Murphy is 1 frame away from victory. But I still feel there's a bit of snooker left in this.
Thank you. Frame 10. Shaun Murphy to break.
Yeah, once again, players find it a little bit difficult to hide one of these red into the left corner or right corner. But if he refuses this, it wouldn't surprise me. He doesn't refuse a lot, but a lot of danger if he misses this red above the black pots. Don't blame him. Waiting for a better opportunity.
You want with that cue ball near the top cushion, I think this red above the black will cut into the left corner. Shaun having a look at the potting angle. It's a thin one, but he's got the pack of reds to stop the cue ball from running up the other end of the table. He could finish up on the black. Well, you've got to pot the red first. So, decided to chance his arm.
Yeah, not so sure about that, particularly the way he played it. I mean, the harder you play those shots, the more difficult they become. If he had played it, what you said, John, and maybe stayed for the black, it sort of makes the pot a little bit easier. But going into reds like that, it was just maybe pushing the boat out a bit too far. The last thing you wanted to do was gift your opponent an easy starter.
6. 7.
So quite an easy shot now to play for the black.
12.
All depends on, well, the angle he's got on the black. I'd be surprised if he didn't play the cannon now on the main punch. There is a gap, just missed the red immediately above the black, and just a couple of reds on the left-hand side. Don't have to play with a lot of pace. There's a few loose ones there. Well, he did play it with a lot of pace. Seems to be the way now, doesn't it? If you're playing a cannon, hit it as hard as you can. I mean, there was a few loose reds. I didn't see a necessity to hit it that hard.
He just got enough purchase, didn't he, on the cue ball? He's got a red into the left centre. He can screw back for the black through the gap. Oh, well played. Lovely shot.
And unlike the last frame, Ken, when we saw him play the cannon, the red didn't go in the middle pocket. And those fractions make all the difference.
Yeah, once again,
27.
wanted to be a little bit further up the table. The angle on this red is not particularly favourable. He may be able to get through the gap up for the blue. Yeah, played that nicely.
28.
There was just enough room between the reds and pink. Back in prime position. He is a prodigious talent, this young man, but he is blessed
34.
with a wonderful temperament. As any top sportsman will tell you, it's just as important.
41.
As I said, in his qualifiers, 4 matches, he was behind in each of them. Came through.
42.
Showing his qualities here. A long way to go just yet, but so far so good.
Went for that half chance. He knew once he'd missed it, he was opening the reds up and leaving his opponent in. And it's an excellent chance. You see, come very straight on the black. That's why he's given this lots of thought. So he has to judge this nicely. And that's not too bad. Worst way, he's got the red to the right middle. Couldn't have picked it up with his hand and placed it any better.
$50.
Yeah, it's just it was a lovely touch, wasn't it? Pinpoint accuracy with that cue ball. May go up for the reds up in the bulk area. Just tidy up these and get the extra points on the board.
Pink spot not available. Highest available is
56.
the yellow spot, which is not too bad. If he can pot this red by the brown and beyond the pink, he's only looking for a couple more reds and high value colours. Well, he'll settle for the
57.
yellow now, which it looks like it will go on the brown spot. But as I say, he just wants to get 2 or 3 more pots. A little bit twixt and between.
59.
Well, he's down quick, so he must be happy with the potting angle.
60.
Colour, 1 more red. And it looks certain
Brown.
as though we're going into a decider.
Yeah, it's nicely on this red. Just kind of play it with a little bit of left-hand side.
$60.
Oh, doesn't want the cue ball going in off. Needs to slow up. Oof.
65.
That was close. Yeah. Round of applause. That was, well, virtually frame ball. His opponent needs his snookers. Well,
Zhao Xintong,
still
65.
65 in the lead. Just 59 remaining.
Yeah, it was always difficult, that shot, because it's so close to the pocket. There's nowhere to put your bridge hand. That's why you missed the blue. But 2 snookers needed.
One. Eight.
Quick glance at the score. He's just wondering, can he pot the red and the pink?
Yeah, and the answer is yes. He can keep it to 2 snookers required.
Nine. Pink.
Anything but straight.
15.
Slight angle.
16.
And we always say it. You keep the last red on the table, so if you get your snooker, hopefully you can get a free ball, and 1 snooker will be enough. And if you only needed 1 snooker, obviously you play for the red and then try and get the snooker on the yellow behind the brown, but keep the red on the table. Hopefully get a snooker and a free ball.
23.
42 points behind, 35 remaining.
Yeah, he's got to get tight to the black here, isn't he? Tight behind it. Send that red into the bulk area. Yes. It's not too bad. He's got the snooker, but well, you would feel Xintong should really hit the red off 1 cushion. No chance of a free ball here. Yeah, the snooker wasn't off one cushion. You always expect your opponent to hit the red. Now, can he get it right in behind the yellow here? Well, played it differently. Played it very cleverly, actually. And that was played. Excellent shot.
But that is the problem at this level. As Ken said, if you leave them with a one cushion escape, you don't expect your opponent to miss it. And as we've said, he doesn't really want to pot this red. He wants to leave it on the table. I mean, it's not a bad target, the yellow and brown, if he can just leave the cue ball somewhere in the D, using those two balls as blockers. He's overhit it.
Yeah, when you need a couple of snookers, I mean, you've got to lay about 6 or 8 snookers before you really gonna get the much needed points. Well, still a chance. I'm just wondering, John, is there any value in maybe potting the red, potting the black, and leaving the cue ball in bulk somewhere? It's a guaranteed snooker of yellow behind the brown, but he will need 2 snookers then, as opposed to the free ball.
Yeah. You know, we just get geared up, don't we? Well, he's taking your advice, Ken. He's decided not to try for that snooker free ball. So that is the aim now, to try and get this cue ball back in the balk end, past the yellow, so he can play the yellow and run up to the brown. Well, he finished up straight enough on the black, he couldn't do that, so it's a case of stun the yellow down the table and leave the cue ball behind the brown. The only thing is, you've got to be careful that yellow doesn't run into the green here.
Shaun Murphy, 8.
Yep, but he's not cut off the one cushion escape, so easy hit.
Yeah, just not tight enough to the brown. Just past the middle pocket with the cue ball. You just got to be careful. If it does spin past the yellow as we look, it may hit the black. Good hit. Now, does he pot the yellow and go up and try and play the snooker on the green behind the brown, or does he try and keep the yellow on the table? More balls he pots, of course, the less colours he has to play with as regard snookers. I think it wouldn't be a bad idea. He's got a nice angle on the yellow. He can get right close to the green. No, didn't like it. No snooker there. Green is now a bigger target. for the cue ball. He could try and hide the cue ball behind the green here. Come down towards the black, but makes it interesting with the green and brown in that position now.
I was just thinking that's a good target. First priority is always get the yellow safe. Oh, well. Well. They call him Murphy the Magician. He pulled a rabbit out of the hat there.
This is, well, not so straightforward. There's plenty of room around the back of the yellow here. He's going to reach. Oh, well done. Well done, good hit.
I bet that's twice now that Shaun's got a snooker. He thought he'd missed it, and he's just scraping the paint. Well, he couldn't get a much better snooker than he did on his last visit. I mean, he'd love to get in behind the green again, but I think the problem is the pink's in the way. So maybe just try and stun along the top cushion, use the black as the blocker, yellow up towards the green and brown.
I think there's a good show. If he plays it well, there could be the possibility of getting that yellow close to the green and brown. That if he does miss, it may even be a free ball. But such a difficult shot this to judge. In fact, he's not going to play it. He's trying to swing the cue ball towards the blue here.
Yeah, if you can't get the snooker, of course, the priority is get the object ball safe. Clear path through to the yellow.
Played a clever shot. He actually tried to hit the yellow off the green and separate green and brown because he realised that green and brown are big targets. And here's another one. Ooh. He's got the snooker, but it's an easy swerve. Good attempt. Got to be careful of the in off. Got to make sure he hits the right side of the yellow here.
Yeah, we know he doesn't want to pot the yellow, but I don't see any other way around this.
Just wondering, John, can he stun that yellow off the pocket and try and get that cue ball tight behind the black?
Yeah, not a bad shout.
No.
He never saw it.
2. Shaun Murphy 2.
Well, the balls are in a very good position for getting a snooker, and that now applies to Zhao Xintong. He could get a snooker behind the brown here. And he has.
Yeah, that's a good one. Expect him to hit it, just swerve slightly around the pink. Lots of left-hand side. Hold on. A bit of snooker behind the black.
The difference is, of course, when Shaun gets a snooker, it's just a case of Zhao hitting it. But when Shaun snookered, he's not only got to hit it, he's got to get it safe. And if he doesn't, that will be frame over. And that's exactly what's happened. I'm sure Shaun would have loved to have conceded the frame there, but it's etiquette not to concede when it's opponent's turn at the table. But we're going into a decider, folks. And I wouldn't like to pick the winner, Kenny.
No, I think, well, we've been treated to wonderful snooker in this match. I think it's only probably fitting and fair that it does go to a final frame decider.
7.
Another wonderful pot from this young man. Sort of everything this match. Lots of great pots, some big breaks. Black ball finish and
7 and frame.
yeah, final frame decider coming up, folks, for a place in the last 16 of this year's Victorian Plumbing UK Championship. Don't go away.
Back here, the deciding frame. Zhao Xintong.
So they shook hands, and in this case, come out queuing. Now, who's going to get first chance? Good length with that break-off shot from Zhao Xintong. He's got better and better as this match has gone on, and considering he was 3-0 down at one stage, he's done really well to battle his way back in.
Yeah, it looked like going 4-0 down, didn't he, at one stage? Got to avoid the double kiss here. We always say, don't we, John, you know, in the final frame decider, just one chance. Give me one chance. The worst outcome for any player in the final frame decider is not getting that chance, just sitting in the chair. Once again, another good length, the cue ball. And this time it's a little bit more difficult here for Shaun. No containing safety shot. Opportunity for him.
Yeah, certainly not straightforward, this. Ooh, what's he playing here? This looks dangerous. Oh, wonderful shot. Well, it's made even better now. But it was a wonderful shot to play the swerve, and that little bit of side he had on just to slow the pace of the cue ball. Put the kiss off the green. What a bonus.
Yeah. Always so difficult, isn't it, to judge it when you're swerving around balls to get the right connection. Yeah, let's have a look down the line. Can he get to the edge of one of these reds just below the pink? Maybe not. Is this potable, this red? Wow. He's going to leave it, surely. He has done. So that wonderful escape, safety shot from Shaun has forced an error from Zhao Xintong. First chance, Murphy.
Yeah, it's not a great chance. Pink and black out of commission. But it's a chance to build up a lead and, well, maybe worth here playing a cannon on the pink. You could bring the pink into play and a few reds at the same time. Oh, at first glance, that's unlucky.
Six.
How has he not finished up on an easy red there? And the pink, from being brought into the open, has gone back into a safe position. Not as safe as it was, but a tricky red to try and continue this visit. He's entitled to think there'd be something easier.
Yeah, I mean, even when he made that connection on the pack of reds, at that pace, you think, well, one red is going to be straightforward at least, but no luck. So just a safety shot, back to balk.
Shaun Murphy, 6.
Yeah, good pace with the cue ball, tight on that ball cushion. So important.
Well, it's very much in the balance, Hazel. Shaun did have a chance. Potted the red, blue, went into the cluster, and was very unlucky not to finish up on anything. And now we've got this little tactical exchange. But Zhao Xintong, considering he was 3-0 behind, he was, well, he's always been playing catch-up. But he's hung in there, and it's hard to pick a winner.
Yeah, he's played some good safety shots. Really good length with the cue ball. The red he played off is potable into this left corner. But if he takes it on, he's not guaranteed to hide that red in bulk. But he's gone for it, and he's got it. Now, cue ball, where's it going to finish? He's on the green. What a pot to pull out. And have a look at the position of the cue ball. How do you missed it? Beautiful pot.
Yeah, he's got a nice angle on this green, but you've got to be careful with this. You can't play it with too much pace. And that's why he decided not to go for it. And I don't blame him. The reds are pretty well spread. No guarantee you're going to come off 2, maybe 3 cushions and get this safe.
That's quite incredible, isn't it, John? I mean, when Shaun Murphy went back to his seat after playing his previous shot, never could imagine he'd be coming back to the table in this position. So, maybe 1, 2, 3 cushions for those reds near the black.
Yeah, the left hand, one of the 3. Looks about the safest place for the cue ball.
Yeah, and as long as if he comes up short, he could leave the red. That's the problem. Oh, this looks good. It looks very good. Excellent.
Well played.
Trying to get that cue ball back down towards the green pocket, just using the brown as a blocking ball for that red into the left center, but this is under hit by a long way now. Possible chance Shaun Murphy to knock this red into the left center. It's not easy, but it's a free shot.
Yeah, it was a good pot. Now this is a little easier than the green that Zhao refused last time when he played the snooker behind the green. Got his hand on the table. I think he's got a slight angle, Shaun. And that green's a little bit further away from the baulk cushion, so playing it with pace, not as risky. And of course he needs to force this cue ball down to this end of the table, where the reds are.
Yeah, it looks like that red just left of the pink spot is available into this left corner pocket, and if you can pot that, stun into the 2 reds just below and to the right, you'll have the pink into the left center. This one shot could really open up everything here. It's a delicate little shot. He screwed off the red.
5.
He's still okay.
Yeah, it's a funny thing in these situations, particularly in the deciding frame. You're looking for things to go wrong and you're thinking about consequences. If you was on the practice table, you don't think about consequences. But that's the difference when you're out there in the match arena. Big frame, big moments. Yeah, he's found a line here. It's not a great line, this. Needs to slow up. Needs to slow up. I think he's just about on this red that's closest to the right corner. Well, maybe you can pot one of these two reds that are just below the pink. There, one of them goes.
Yeah, look at that angle there, John. I think if he pots the red, the pink may be available into the same pocket. Didn't go into the middle of the pocket. And subsequently, well, not top side of the blue, but being a right-hander, this blue is not too bad.
Now, this was a good red to play on, the one just below the pink. And I assume when the
16.
pink's potted, it will go back on its own spot. This is a very good scoring opportunity now for Shaun Murphy. Won't be worried about trying to bring the black into play at the moment, just concentrating the reds in the open and the pink, and it should get him to snooker's required. And it just shows you in that one careless shot. It was an easy shot for Zhao Xintong to get up on the baulk cushion, underhit it for whatever reason, left just a half a chance for Shaun, and it could be the match winner.
Yeah, it's one of those, you know, in pressure situations like this, you tend to either underhit the ball or overhit it. On that occasion, underhit it, but by quite some margin. Gifted a chance. It wasn't an easy red to start off, but it was a free shot. He could play it without any pressure, and he did. Got it. And this is the result.
30.
He's kept a nice
31.
control on this cue ball so far. Gathering points as he goes. Those two reds that are close to the cue ball, both are available
37.
into the left centre. When he pots this red, it will open, well, at least one of them into this bottom right corner pocket, just trying to do his little calculations.
Yeah, and if you looked at it, if he gets three reds that are possible, the three pinks, you put him 60. Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it.
Shaun Murphy, 37.
I think he had other things on his mind. He forgot about the ball in front of him. Now, has he got away with it? I think he has got the cover. And Zhao Xintong, no need to tell you, he's got to get the cover as well. But another one, he should have been finding that baulk cushion there. He had the yellow, he had the blue, he had the two reds on the right-hand side of the table to use as cover.
Once again, so short. And what's worse for Xintong here, John, is that he's left the pot, okay, off the side cushion, but He should really get this red. Yeah. What a mistake.
Yep, I'll just put it down in the inexperience of youth. We forget that he's only a young man, and maybe his ring craft isn't what it should be. But that's 2 careless safety shots he's played in this frame, and it looks like it's going to cost him this match.
Seven.
So 49, the difference. Still 75 remaining.
8.
So blue, red, and high valued colour would be enough. But these 2 reds, as we saw from a previous angle, are both potable. No cannon required, and that's beautifully played. Perfect.
30.
Another long glance at the scoreboard, which tells him this red and a pink, snooker's required.
14.
I wouldn't say it's been vintage snooker. There's been lots of mistakes, which, you know, when you thought someone was getting in the ascendancy, they'd make an easy miss. But we've certainly got value for money.
Yeah, without doubt. There's been some good breaks. That's the important one. This red will seal the deal. It's been hard fought. He's made hard work of it. Could have gone 4-0 up. Was pegged back. Put under pressure, but he's going to come through in a hard fought match. And he'll probably be the better for it going forward as well. Really tough game today.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think, as you say, he could have, with chances early on in the match, been 4-0 in front, and who's to say he might have had an easy victory. But the fact he's had to work out, he's just honing the match senses. So 69 points of lead, 51 remaining. It'd be a hard thing to see him coming
Shaun
back.
Murphy, 27.
He is coming back, but
Frank.
now he's had a look at the situation. He shakes Shaun Murphy's hand. Good performance by Zhao Xintong. Just found one chin a few times, but you can see the delight on Shaun Murphy's face because he gives his young opponent every chance, but in the end he's come out the victor, and he's through to the last 16. He wins 6-5.
Oh, a bit of drama on this opening afternoon here in York, and a serious win and a serious face, you've got to say, from Shaun Murphy. He knew exactly how dangerous Zhao Xintong still is, even after all these months that we haven't seen him.
Yeah, and an important win for Shaun. It's very easy to get bundled out by a player of Xintong's ability and standard. And, you know, everybody's looking for a good run in a tournament, get their teeth in it. Everybody's looking to be on the winners' rostrum, so to speak, and that's important for Shaun, I think. For you, what was the essence of the win from Murphy's perspective? What gave him the edge for you today?
Obviously, we were concentrating on table 1, but going from the latter stages, I think that the last frame certainly there was 1 or 2 sort of unforced errors in the safety department from Zhao Xintong. Shaun was looked the more confident in the deciding frame, the more likely to win. He was playing the better shots, as simple as that.
You would expect that if you haven't had competitive snooker for a long time, as Zhao Xintong is not.
Yeah, maybe so, but it's just, you know, sometimes, you know, under a bit of pressure you can underhit shots, and it's usually a positional play, but it can affect safety shots as well. But from Shaun's angle, I think he looked pretty solid in the last frame. Didn't win it completely in one visit, but you know, got first in, didn't get a good split. We didn't see that actually happen, but was a bit unlucky in that, and never dropped his head because of it, and got a great red in the middle pocket and on the green. That was good. Yeah,
he's had a couple of good results actually. He's runner-up in Shanghai, semi-finals of Saudi Arabia, and he's shown some strong form. And indeed, here he is. Do come in. Would you like to? Which side would you like to come in, Shaun?
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
Well done. I was just saying serious face there at the end, and serious face throughout, because you really did have your business head on today. You had to. He's a dangerous guy.
Yeah, I think you know, so much has been said about
Zhao Xintong in the last few years. But I think let's, you know, try and put that to one side.
Yeah.
What's done is done. And this is a guy who won here a few years ago. You know, not really an amateur in typical amateur fashion, you know, a former top 16 player, one of the best players in the world, you know, at the time of his suspension. And, you know, geez, he really put me about it. He really put me under it. I should have won the fourth frame. And I think, like, obviously the match isn't over there, but 4-0 at the interval, not many lose from there. And that sort of gave him a foothold. And from then it was anyone's.
Yeah, and of course you get into a final frame decider. Goodness, you're shaking off the cobwebs there, obviously. But what gave you the edge, do you think, Shaun, there? There was a couple of maybe loose shots from Zhao in the end?
I mean, let's not, you know, I mean, I missed the red on 40-odd in the deciding frame there and covered it. He played a weird shot because he was always going to leave me that, you know, it kind of had stalemate written over it at that point. But maybe, I mean, it seems strange me saying this about myself, but maybe experience won the day, I don't know. I still think it weird referring to myself as an experienced player, but I suppose against someone as young as Zhao, I probably am.
Not trying to, you know, pick holes in your game, but obviously...
Jeez, that's not like you, Steve.
No, but one person who was probably really enjoying that particular match was Kyron Wilson. Because now he has officially become the best rest player in the world.
Yes.
Is that true? Four balls in the first frame. What happened?
Yeah, I mean... It wasn't just the miss.
I know
it was by the distance I missed them. You know, it was weird. It was, you know, it was like, can we confirm there are pockets on this table? But yeah, funnily enough, the hardest one of the lot I got. But yeah, the other ones, yeah, rubbish.
And Mr. Ebden in the corner, rubbish. I believe. Mr. Ebden in the corner.
Yeah.
Yes, new coach.
Yeah.
Is it a coach or a mentor situation?
More of a mentor situation, really. Just and I think that
I've seen a few of these. Is
yeah,
that?
Well,
I think because you done in the World Championship when you got to the final, you were giving it more. Was that?
I think I've gone a bit soft.
No.
In the last few years, I think I've gone a bit soft.
Too nice.
Too nice.
Nice gets you nowhere.
Too nice, and I think you know.
should have come to us.
Yeah, no, well, you no one could ever accuse you to have been too nice. But no, in all seriousness, I think just the last few years, for whatever reason, I think I've probably just become a bit, just a bit soft, and you forget that this is war.
It's a really hard sport.
And it's player on player. There are no teammates. There are no excuses. There's no one to pass the buck. And it is war. And I think I've just, in the last few seasons, gone a little bit gentle, gone a bit soft. And, yeah, I just wanted, you know, to have someone like Peter in my corner, just for the odd little word here or there, someone who's been out there and done it. It's the one thing I've not done in my career is worked with someone who's actually been out there and felt those feelings and got through them. And to have someone like him before the match, at the interval, just whisper those few little, remember this. You know, when it comes on, remember that. Not every coach works for every player. And I've worked with pretty much every coach out there. But to have somebody in your corner who's been out there and done it and got the T-shirt, who knows? As I reach the final third of my career, maybe that might be the missing piece of the jigsaw.
Can you recall bits of advice at specific moments when you are out there? Are you hearing him in your head?
Yeah, I'd certainly the be a bit tougher thing, you know. Certainly that is there, and you know, it's just listen. As I say, you can go to WPBSA accredited coaches. You can have all of these different people. Not every coach works for every single player. And as I say, you know, to have that, just that little bit of the right word at the right time from someone who's been out there himself, I think is massive. And that certainly feels, listen, this is our first tournament together, but it does feel as if, you know, it might have helped.
Careful, he'll be asking for a raise. Just be very careful. Very well done today. And it's going to be either Ding Junhui or Rob Milkins in the second round. But it's a heck of a way to stay out of the studio. Well done, Shaun.
Thank you very much. It's nothing personal.
Okay. All right, let's hear from the man that you beat today, Zhao Xintong. He's with Chapman.
Well, Zhao, you fought back from 3-0 down and you almost got there in the end. What did you make of your performance in this match?
Yeah, because I'm long time no play the competition and now I'm back. So the first few frames I got nervous and pressure because I'm long time no play and I don't know how to play now. And after that 3 frame, I got the chance and I come back and I just think let me try my best and don't lose too much. I think it's okay. Yeah.
And you got a bit more comfortable there in the end. How did you find the whole experience of coming back and playing in this tournament?
Yeah, after I played little bit back, and I just think I just try to try my best and to play the balls. And if I get a chance, I to show that, and I need to win. Yeah.
They said in commentary that your safety may have cost you. Do you think that's something you need to work on?
Yes, now today my safety is not really good now, but Shaun Murphy, he played really well. If I miss the safety and he got like the final frame, yeah, he do it very well.
And what's next for you then? Is it getting back on that path to becoming a professional again?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm trying my best and play the like a Q tour. Yeah, and I will do my best in the last year.
Well, he's tearing it up on the Q Tour, and we look forward to welcoming him back, I'm sure, as a full member of the main WST Tour in future seasons. OK, just to confirm what's been going on, Shaun Murphy with that 6-5 win over Zhao. And we also, of course, had the departure of the defending champion, eight-time winner Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's out, beaten by world number 20 Barry Hawkins. It's been 14 years since Ronnie last left the UK Championship at the last 32 stage, but he's gone. This evening, it's going to be Ding Junhui. He just loves it here, a three-time winner up against the milkman, Rob Milkins. And, of course, we also have Zhao Guodong against Dave Gilbert. Zhao's amazing progress this term, shades of Zhang Anda last term. He's won the Wuhan Open at 17 years after turning pro. So we've got a lot to look forward to this evening. First of all, Ding Junhui, a man rejuvenated and, of course, just a winner the other week. He's a key guy to look out for, surely, this week, Stevie.
Absolutely, at his best, he's one of the top, probably top 4, 8 players in the world, whatever. But at his best, he's a serial winner. It's been an amazing season, actually. We've seen Selby come back to winning, Robertson, Williams, Ding, the resurgence of these, former top players. But I expect Ding to win tonight, just because he's on the crest of a wave. And
Zhao Guodong against Dave Gilbert, that'll be really interesting. We saw how much potential that Dave Gilbert showed in getting to yet another semi-final at the Crucible just a few months ago.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, he's a class act, and obviously, but Guodong's on a bit of a roll, so that's always interesting to see that. It's really hard to pick a winner of these tournaments and matches these days, and I don't. Looking for a player in form is perhaps the key.
OK, we shall see. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for your company and expertise on this opening afternoon here in York. Looking forward to the rest of it.